Welcome to this week's cult movie. I hope you've all enjoyed the documentary Stone Forever, the brainchild of the exceedingly demented and even more exceedingly talented Richard Kuipers. Now it's time to watch the all-time Aussie classic. Forget your getting of wisdoms, forget your my brilliant careers. When I think of 70s Aussie movies, I think of Stone, possibly the best biker movie ever made. Some films have to be seen in the cinema. Some work well enough on TV, but I think the place to really appreciate this film was at the drive-in, where I saw it. Back in those days, when drive-ins used to be full on a Friday and Saturday night, the sign of a good film was measured by the amount of car horns blaring during the good bits. Well, within the first 10 minutes of Stone, the car horn symphony erupted, and you'll see why. The story of the film is simple. A gang of bikers witness an assassination at a political rally, and soon their members are being bumped off. Enter Ken Shorter as Stone, undercover cop, who infiltrates the gang and slowly comes to respect them. All right, it's not Shakespeare, and if the assassin had done such a dodgy job, why didn't his employers have him bumped off and save all the hassle? But then you'd have a pretty short film. The man behind this film is Sandy Harbut, who not only plays Undertaker, the leader of the gang, the Gravediggers, but he is also the director, producer, production designer, co-writer and lyricist. He obviously had some time on his hands, so why he didn't do the catering, I'll never know. There are so many high points in this film. The bike stunt off the cliff, the realistic depiction of the gang, the funeral procession along the Gosford Expressway, the confrontation with a rival bike gang, which includes members of real groups like the Hells Angels, the Lone Wolf and the Black Hawks. Sure, the film came out in 1974 and some of the dialogue and fashions are dated, but with everything 70s being new again, this is perfect timing for another screening. So, with great pleasure, I say, sit back and take the trip with Stone. It's hard to believe, but when Stone was shown on commercial television years ago, the network screening it cut out the final scene. So when Stone says he wouldn't mind seeing the Gravediggers again, it just cut to the final credits. Nothing like destroying a film and being able to fit more commercials in. Next week, our cult movie is for fans of Chinese ghost stories, and it just happens to be Chinese Ghost Story Part 2. But before that, on Monday night, I'll be screening a very out-there documentary called Lucky People Centre International. Don't ask, I'll tell you all about it then.